It's no secret that VTubers make some really funny noises. I mean, people literally use their voice clips in remixes all the time. So that got me to thinking, what if we turned them into sound effects instead? And let me tell you, some of the sounds I came up with today are insane. We've literally made a Corona frog noise. Let's start with Mokoko. We're gonna take this really long clip of all her weird noises and we're gonna toss it into this program called Phase Plant. Now, what we can do in here is we can play back the samples with something called granular synthesis. So we can use this form of synthesis to play back this sample basically a bunch of times in different timings, positions, pitches, so on and so forth, which is already really cool to begin with. But now we're going to make it more complex. We're going to take this shape down here and we're going to use that to move the position of the sound back and forth like this. We're basically cycling through all of the sounds that we've just put together in this really long file. After some experimentation, I thought maybe that shape was a little boring, so we made it look really wild like this, and now it sounds like this. Continuing on our interesting sound creation journey, I tossed in a frequency shifter here, which is literally just going to do exactly what it sounds like. But we're gonna do something interesting with it. We're gonna attach it to the same shape we made before, and now we're gonna get this really wobbly sound. And after I add some crunchiness and reverb, congratulations! Our dog is now a sci-fi anime spring sound. Or something like that. I like this sound as it is, but I was like, no, we can make it more interesting. So I took one of Mokoko's bows. We're gonna use this as sort of a low hit layer, kind of like a kick drum. So I took her meow 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 noise, pitched it down super duper low. Then I added a lot of low end, a lot of bass, a lot of Then we made it really sharp and punchy, so it sounds like it's stabbing you. I love that. And then we're gonna make it nice and crunchy, again, just like we did before. Oh yeah. Pump up the low end once more, because I just want this thing to hit. I just want it to punch you in the gut. There we go. And then this is probably the most important part of making this sound effect. We're gonna shorten this sound so it sounds like more like a hit and less like a bah, you know what I mean? Then we're gonna take both these sounds that we've made, glue them all together so they feel kind of cohesive, you know, just a little bit of processing to make them sound like one full sound. And then here's an extra bonus for you. Mega distort. Like, I'm talking fuzz that stuff up. We're just gonna... Oh, there you go. And then if we just like go really nuts on this sound. And then this is our final result. Wow. Just to remind you, this is what we had before this. And now this is what we have after. Okay, and now it's time for everyone's favorite dog. The way that this process works is I tend to chop up all these sounds, bring them closer together so they're basically connected, and then toss them in. But let me tell you, that was the longest part of this whole process. Look at this is 7 times sped up footage of me chopping up Corone's noises and crossfading them together. This took me forever. I spent like 10 minutes just chopping up these damn noises. God, I hate editing. We took those sounds, we tossed them into Phase Plant once again, and we started experimenting, just like we did before. It was a little harder to decide what I wanted to do here. I'm just playing around with things, and I kept deleting them because I was like, I don't like that. That doesn't sound very good. But then, suddenly, I came across something really crazy. Is that not a Minecraft ghast? This is awesome. So for Corone, I actually decided to take a completely different approach and do something called resampling. This process is really cool because you end up with really, really strange noises that are almost completely different from what you started with. I did a lot of processing, just like I did to the Mokoko stuff. And some of the sounds that I came up with after doing this were really wild. I mean, just take a listen to this. It's crazy what you can do with someone's voice and a little bit of experimentation. Just a reminder, once again, we've gone from this, literally a clip of some girl's voice,
have a nice day,
into this. And yeah, so that's how I turned VTubers into sound effects. YouTube thinks this is the best video for you to watch, so click it and subscribe if you liked the video. All right, thanks. See you around. Bye-bye.